with us, Brother Chi Ali. Say hello to our listening audience, Brother Chi.
Peace, Harlem, New York City. What's going on? Chi Ali in this villa.
Good to hear, man. I'm glad you're able to make it. I'm privileged to have you on the show.
I'm glad y'all had me, bro.
So let me talk about, let's first start with the back end first. Tell me some things you're doing now, and then we get into some of the front end stuff.
Okay, well, right now, I'm currently, I wrote an autobiography. It's called Time Heals All Wounds. So I'm currently looking for a publisher for that. So once we find a publisher for that, we probably going to try to, make it a little movie. I don't know if it'll probably be independent, but we're hoping to get some, at least B-list actors in it, depending on what the budget is looking like. But that's one of the main things I'm working on right now, as well as delving into the acting game and getting my face on the big and small screen, and then of course the music. That's the root of it all. So
we got a new album coming out.
We always record. I don't know if it's gonna be an album, EP, or mixtape, but it's gonna be one of the three. It'll probably be an EP or mixtape. But we working. We got everybody from Mano to Fat Joe, Jadakiss, Raheem Devon, my son, production from Premier, Ninth Wonder, Showbiz. Everybody, whole DITC. We working.
Okay. So we're gonna be looking forward to hearing that, and hopefully when it comes out, we can play it here first.
For sure.
Get that lit up a little bit. So let's talk about, the criminal justice system. This show, Unlocked, focuses on things that are happening in the prison industrial complex, and how when we got 2.2 million people locked up, everybody in there is not bad. People that's made bad decisions, and we need to clear that up because we have this stigma attached to people who were formerly incarcerated, and we want to clear that up. So let me ask you some of your experience with the criminal justice system.
Well, if you don't know, I was incarcerated for a manslaughter charge. I served 12 years of a 14-year sentence before being released in around this time in 2012. So I'm approaching 3 years that I've been home.
Congratulations.
Thank you, bro. As far as encounters in the criminal justice system, is so many. I don't really like to speak on it a lot, only because I don't feel like words can properly depict what a man or a woman feels when they behind that wall, locked in that cell. Even TV shows and movies, it's like 2 hours or an hour or a half hour can't properly tell that story. You know what I mean? And although I do credit the directors and whatnot who portray it and get you into the role and make you feel it, because some movies, I love movies when I find myself fighting tears or even tearing. Only because in my opinion, it shows the director is working well. You know what I'm saying? Because if they can grasp you in a 2 hour period and evoke tears and that type of emotion that quick, I think that's a great feat for a director. And I think, in my opinion, that's one of the things that makes a good director.
Now, one of the things that I think you were part of a documentary that's about to come out, they were speaking about Rikers Island. And one of the things I learned about Rikers Island is the type of show in which you, type of experience whereby, because it's a show unto itself, because that's a whole different world. But tell us just a little bit about that experience so our listening audience, those who have not been incarcerated, so they can just get an impression what our young people are going through, because you probably went through there as a young man.
Right, I did. And I think Rikers Island is for most people, it's their first impression of prison. That's probably going to be the first place you hit after the precinct, of course. But the precinct, you're only going to be in for a minimum amount of time, and then 9 times out of 10 you'll be on Rikers Island. So it's definitely scary because you hear the stories, you don't know what to think. Am I going to be on the phone? And is somebody going to try to take my sneakers? I think now it's a little different. I think they give you all of that stuff and you don't wear your own stuff. But you know, back when I was there, we wore our own stuff, and it was more or less, you had to hold your own. So from that aspect, it can be terrifying. Even if you a tough person, just entering a new experience, entering that realm, it's a whole different realm, and it's really no one gives a fuck about you. There's no one there to help it. We can curse or no? My bad. No one gives a hell about you. Pardon me. And and no one's your friend. You're in
Okay.
a cesspool of snakes. You're amongst the worst individuals New York City has to offer who have been caught.
Wow.
You know what I mean? We don't think about it like that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when you're on Rikers Island or any prison, you're amongst the worst for that area who have been caught. So it's not necessarily a friendly place. It's just so much conniving and backstabbing, gang activity, police brutality. Just you know, it's a rough process, man. But it's an experience that I think I needed. I'm glad I got to go through it, and I think, you know, it's part of who I am today.